How you doing there? Jonathan DeSantis here. What I'm going to do today is teach you how you're going to make a chocolate pudding pie. Now first of all, what we're going to want to do is we're going to come over here to this here oven. Make sure there's nothing inside your oven first of all. There's not, so that's good news, you know. You don't want to cause a fire and burn the place down to the ground. Alright, so you're going to preheat this sucker right here to 350 degrees. Oh, I was already on that, so no point clicking these buttons, but hey, what are you going to do? Alright, then you're going to come, oh wait, no, I need to wash my hands first. Yeah, that's right. A little bit of soap. Make sure you get on the fingernails. Got all that bacteria and whatnot. That's not good stuff, especially for the food. You don't want to give somebody salmonella. Alright, give her a good scrub-a-rooney. We're going to swing them back over here. Get my handy dish towel. Dry my hands off. Alright, now here are my ingredients to make a pie crust. Alright, and the way we're going to make this pie crust is what you're going to need first. You're going to need 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, which is this right here. And next you're going to need a ½ teaspoon of salt, which is this right here. You can't really see the salt down at the bottom, but it's salt, I promise. Might as well just put it in there. It didn't all come out. Okay. And there we go. We have the salt in there, so it's good news. Next is you're going to need a 1/3 cup of canola oil. Canola oil. Next you're going to need 2 tablespoons of ice water, which is in this cup. And then you're just basically going to mix it all together using your hands, which is called kneading. It does get a little bit messy, so I mean, that's natural though. You know, you get hands and a bunch of ingredients. So. You're going to do this until it's starting to feel like it can come together, so you can roll it out then with a rolling pin. Well, actually, first of all, this is the end product for what the crust is going to look like. This is it balled up, but then we're going to roll it out, make it flat, so that we can then place it inside of our pie crust bowl. Now, but first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to wipe down your countertops for sanitation purposes. And trash can. There you go. Now, what you're going to want to do is spritz down a little bit of flour. Follow me, camera guy. You got this, huh? A little more. Maybe. Then you always want to put a lot in the center because you know that's where you're balling it up at, essentially. Now, I wasn't fully prepared for this. I'm using a water bottle to roll it out. So I realize this looks really dumb, but you know, what are you going to do? Alright. Now what you're going to want to do is spritz some flour on top because it helps it roll out better. It's a little too much, but it's whatever. We're going to start rolling it out. Make sure it's nice and even too. Don't make it look crappy and all lopsided and whatnot. Now, what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to peel back your crust, but you want to do it really carefully because it does tend to fall apart pretty easily. So what you're going to want to do is just going to be very careful and peeling it back. And with the pieces that tend to fall off, be a pest, you can just use a little bit of water. That usually seals up the creases in them. you're just going to want to kind of compress it in, make sure it's good to go, so you can throw it in the oven. And from this point it actually does look pretty good. I'm just going to kind of shape it up so that it'll look good to go in and it'll look pretty coming out. What I'm doing right here is some scalloping the edges, so, you know, giving it a nice little look to it. Oh, honestly, it does help it bake though, whenever it's in the oven. So now that we're done with this, this is what your pie crust is going to look like. Whenever it's all ship-shaped, you're going to take a fork and you're going to poke holes inside of the crust. That should be alright. And now what we're going to do is put it inside the oven and let it in there for about 10 minutes, tops maybe. Now what you're going to want to do is we're going to first clean up our area because we're going to be doing a little more cooking in here. So first what you're going to do is take your bowls, take all your dirty silverware and whatnot, put them over in the sink. Wash my hands again. Okay. You're going to want to get some sort of sanitation device to wipe down your countertops. Now we're going to be making the pudding that goes into our pie. I'm actually pretty excited for this pie, I'm not going to lie. You're going to want to add your pudding mix. Too much. And then you're going to add the ingredients together. Go ahead and want to mix your ingredients together. Alright. I just finished mixing together the milk and the pudding ingredients. So now we have pudding. And I'm going to get the pie from the oven now. This is to make sure that it doesn't melt through the table. There's a pie crust for you. Pretty stoked. Now I'm going to incorporate the pudding into the pie. And we are good to go. We have a pie here. And now I have to put it in the refrigerator so that it cools down for about 1 hour. Okay. Now the pie's finished and I'm going to get it out of the refrigerator so me and him can eat it. This is my brother Chris. You want to sniff it? Smells like rain. I'm gonna get whipped cream too, just the extra toppings on the top of it. Yeah, love for you, sir. And here's your eating utensil. Gee, thanks, mister. Alright. Hey, relax, guy. Made you pie. Stomach's making some noises. Mmm.
Boy, that's real tasty.
Thank you, Chris.
I fully endorse this pie.
And that is how you make a chocolate pudding pie.